Hey everybody, welcome back to Brainiac Baseball's 1983 Detroit Tigers season replay. Today's matchup is between the Texas Rangers and the Detroit Tigers at Tigers Stadium. On the mound for the Rangers today is Moose Haas, whose record is 11-12 with a 4.20 ERA. And pitching for the Tigers today is Jack Morris, whose record is 15-8 with a 4.04 ERA. And so we won our fourth game in a row yesterday, which happened to be game one of this three-game series versus the Rangers. We won the game 8-4. We had 5 extra base hits, but I think more importantly, maybe we found our number 5 starting pitcher for next year in Jeff Robinson, who went 7 1/3 innings and looked great right up until the end. We took him out after he let a base runner on due to a walk, and then our bullpen gave up that run. But overall, a very good performance. He struck out 9 batters in those 7 1/3 innings, and that's exactly the kind of pitcher we need for our rotation going into next year. So we'll make sure he gets a few more starts. I'd also like to get Danny Jackson in AAA when the September call-ups arrive. He'll be one of them, and I want to get him 1 or 2 starts just to see what he's got at the major league level. So we're considering that right now. Okay, so there's your standings. You see we're 5 games back, even after our 4-game winning streak. We have game 2 today versus the Rangers. Let's go ahead and get today's game started. As always, I appreciate everyone following along. Like and or subscribe to the channel. I mentioned yesterday, and I'm sure I'll mention it again, I have decided that we will be doing a football season. Coming up, we're going to do the 1980 Detroit Lions alternate history, I think is what I'm going to call it. And we'll start that series on September 11th. That's the first week of actual football, the Sunday of the first week of actual football for this season. And we'll see how it goes. I've never actually played a game of Football Mogul, so I don't know what to expect. But all the football cards will be there just like we do in this simulation here. So it'll be a lot of fun, at the very least. Okay, Jack Morris on the mound. Wow, current Rangers are batting .313 against him. That's limited duty. It's only 37 plate appearances. Filer will not be available. He pitched the 9th, and he did not do a particularly good job. He gave up a run yesterday. Threw a lot of pitches. He will not be available. Everyone else is good to go. Our lineup versus Moose Haas. Whitaker, listed as tired. We're going to go ahead and take him out. He just missed 2 games ago because he was tired. So if this is how it's going to be for Lou the rest of the year, that's going to be a bummer. But you'll see here Doug Baker in at second base. And we went ahead and gave Lance Parrish the start at catcher today, giving Kennedy a well-needed day off. Looks like the Rangers have their lineup back in order. Let's go ahead and do the lineup rundown for the Rangers today. Batting leadoff in center field is Bob Brower. Batting second at shortstop is Odie Davis. Batting third in right field is Mel Hall. Batting cleanup in left field is Tom Dunbar. Batting fifth and DHing is Otto Velez. Batting sixth and catching is Greg Mahlberg. Batting seventh at third base is Tucker Ashford. And batting eighth at second base is Bump Wills. Batting ninth, playing first base is Terry Bogener. Okay, let's take a look at Jack. Morris coming off a bad start, I believe. Let's take a look at his log. Yeah, he was terrible. He's had 2 bad starts in a row. Giving up 11 runs in the last 2 starts and 21 hits, 4 walks, taking the loss in both. Game 1 was versus Kansas City and then versus the Angels. Overall, his record is 15-8 with a 4.04 ERA, 120 Ks, and 180 innings pitched. Opponents are batting .254 against him. 4 complete games, 3 shutouts. Fastball tops out at 94 miles an hour. And you know the rest at this point. The 28-year-old righty goes to free agency. at the end of next year. Let's take a look at the Tigers' defense. We got Parrish behind the plate with his 82 rated arm. Or is it 84? I can't remember. It's been such a long time since we saw him. It is an 84. There we go. That makes sense. And Kevin Bass out there in center field. Okay, Bob Brower leading off against Jack Morris. Brower, a comebacker to Morris. First pitch swinging. One down. There's yesterday's catcher, Odie Davis. Odie Davis, I forgot to mention, he had the golden sombrero yesterday. He struck out in 4 of his 5 plate appearances. There's a ground ball to first. Out number 2. I'll leave it up to Mel Hall to get something going here in the first, and Morris walks him. So Hall on first with 2 down for Tom Dunbar. And Dunbar strikes out. Always a walk and then a strikeout, or a strikeout and a walk. We go to the bottom of the first. Let's do the Tigers lineup rundown for today's ball game. Batting leadoff, playing shortstop, is Alan Trammell. Batting second, playing first base, is Greg Brock. Batting third and DHing is Mickey Hatcher. Batting cleanup, playing third base, is George Brett. Batting fifth in left field is Kirk Gibson. Batting sixth in right field is Glenn Wilson. Batting seventh in center field is Kevin Bass. Batting eighth and catching is Lance Parrish. Batting ninth, playing second base, is Dougie Baker. Let's take a look at Moose Haas, making his 29th start of the season, 11-12 with a 4.20 ERA, 100 Ks in 199 and a third innings pitched. Opponents are batting .273 against him. He has 6 complete games, 2 shutouts. Fastball tops out at 89 miles an hour. His ground ball percentage is 42%. He's only got 1 decent pitch. That's his fastball, rated in 82. His other 2 pitches are well below league average. He is rated league average at 80. He's only 27 years old, and he goes to free agency next year. I just wanted to mention about Moose Haas that in 1983, in real life, he had the best, arguably the best season of his career. He went 13-3 with a 3.27 ERA. So he led the American League in winning percentage that year with an .813 winning percentage. Okay, here is the Brewers, that's a Brewer right there. The Rangers defensive alignment. And Terry Bogener at first is defensively below average. Everywhere else, he looked much better today than yesterday. We had 5 stolen bases against the shortstop back there at catcher yesterday. So here's Trammell leading off, popping it up to third, 1 out. Next up is Greg Brock. Brock 3 for 8 in his career versus Haas, and he dumps it into left field for a base hit. Do we want to go for 2? We do not. We'll take that base hit and give Mickey Hatcher a chance to hit and run. Hatcher on a good streak right now. His average is up to 279 overall. It had dipped down to 260 as he flies out to center field. 2 down. Here is George Brett. Brett had a double in yesterday's ball game, and he gets a base hit to left field. So Brock moves up a bag. First and second with 2 down and Gibby at the plate. Gibby sitting on 14 home runs as he walks to load the bases for Glenn Wilson. Wilson, he is leading the team in RBI right now. He's got 70 ribbies. And a chance here to open up the game early. 3-1 count, and he pops it up. That might have been ball 4. Let's take a look where that ball is. Oh yeah, that was ball 4. But he was thinking big, and we'll take that, I guess. We go to the top of the second inning. Otto Velez leading off. Line drive into right center field. 1 down. Morris looking okay. Only giving up the 1 walk so far. Here's Greg Mahlberg. He had the day off. Not doing so well, batting .209 with 7 home runs and Morris walks. And what has happened to our starters? Rosie and Morris especially. Oh, there's Ashford going deep. A 2-run shot. That give him the tie for the team lead with 11 home runs. Morris has been absolute garbage here in these last 2+ starts. As Bump Wills pops it up into shallow center field. 2 down. Terry Bogener. A ground out to first. So the team with the least amount of home runs in the American League gets one here on the 11th home run from Ashford. We go to the bottom of the 2nd inning with Kevin Bass leading off. Let's see if we can get things going here. Bass, a base hit to left. There we go. Bass had a double yesterday. Do we want to go for 2? We do not. That will bring up Lance Parrish, who's been relegated to a backup role. We're going to give him the start. See how he does today. Popping it up. Again, that was a ball 4 there. As the second baseman, Wills, makes the play. What do we do here? Let's sack bunt Doug Baker. He's got 5 sacks on the year. Drops it right down in front of home plate, and he beats it out for a base hit. Nicely done. Baker contributing every time he's in the lineup somehow. First and second, 1 out, and a chance here for Trammell to get things going for the Tigers. There we go. No, it's a line to right. It's going to be caught. Bass will tag and take third. First and third, 2 down. Greg Brock steps in. 2-2 count. And a ground ball to short. And we strand the runners. This does not feel like one of those games where we're going to be able to hit clutch. Oh, whoa. Brower gets a base hit of his own on a bunt. Wow, I never expected that. What is his bunt? Bunting, 86. Very clever. Okay, well, he's got great speed. I'm sure he's going to be going. He wouldn't bunt unless he was going to go here. You know what we're going to do? We're going to pull third base in with Odie Davis up. He could bunt as well. 3-0, and there's a third walk from Morris. So, all right, well, this is just not going to be our day. Ground ball to short. Oh, you got to go to third to get the force out. That was a smart play by the veteran Trammell. Morris has had 54 pitches. He's walked 3. I mean, this is the worst hitting team in the American League. Ground ball to third, around the horn. Let's do it. There we go. Tigers get out of that jam. Good defense. We go to the bottom of the 3rd inning. Here's Mickey Hatcher leading off. It's 3, 4, and 5. I was hoping that would change the momentum, but Hatcher flying out to center is not going to help us. 1 down for George Brett. Brett pulls it into right for a base hit. The 5th Tigers single today. Gibby up next, runner on first. And a base hit to right. Will Brett get to third? He does. First and third. 1 down. And Glenn Wilson. We're going to hit and run. I was going to have Gibby try to steal second, but I just feel like this is one of those games, right? So he would have got thrown out, and then Wilson would have, probably grounded out. So we're going to try to hit and run here, maybe get Brett home. Oh, even better. A base hit to center field. Brett scores. Tigers are on the board as Gibby coasts into third. And another RBI for Big Willie. So first and third, one down. Kevin Bass already has a hit today. Tigers have a nice rally going. Bass bloops it into left center field. It will be caught. We're going to send Gibby. Oh, he's going anyway. And the Tigers tie it up. Give Bass an RBI for the sac fly. And it's 2-2. Here's Lance Parrish. And Parrish gets a base hit in the center. Wilson goes to third. 8 hits given up by Moose Haas. Great job there by Parrish. First and third, 2 down. We're going to let Baker take a cut. Of course, he just had that bunt for a single, and he strikes out looking. Oh, man. We had ourselves a chance to take the lead. Instead, we go to the top of the 4th inning. Otto the Swatto leading off against Morris, and he drills it for another home run. All right. I don't know. I guess we got to let Morris pitch it out, try to get it out of his system. Whatever the game thinks his problem is right now, maybe he's got too many innings thrown, and the game is trying to give him a short start here as he strikes out Mahlberg. That was Otto's 9th home run, by the way, and another walk. Okay, that's it. 4 walks he's our ace of our staff, and he was absolutely pathetic. We're going to bring in George Capizzello. Cappy, he's got the reverse splits, so he actually gets righties out better. Bump Wills will turn around and bat right-handed, although he hits lefties well. And there's a base hit to center. All right, let's just get this game over with. I get it already. We'll pull the infield in. He strikes out Bogener. 2 down, first and third. Here's Bob Brower batting .351 versus lefties. That's just limited duty. And he strikes him out. Great job by Capizzello. Morris gives up the home run. Yanked from the ball game. We get out of the jam. We're down a run. It feels like 100 runs as Trammell walks. We're going to send Trammell against Mahlberg. He's got an 81 arm. 70% chance. We had 5 stolen bases yesterday. Trammell had 2 of them. Let's see how he does here. Fastball down the middle, and he's thrown out. Yeah. Oh, no! That was a bad move because Brock goes deep to tie the ball game. That would have given us the lead. Brock's 17th home run on the season. 3 up for Mickey Hatcher. Hatcher goes into the alley, off the wall for a double. 10 hits against Haas. They're not taking him out yet. That is foolishness. He's got 16 doubles on the season. And Brett, with 1 swing of the bat, can give us the lead here. 6 for 11 in his career versus Moose. And a base hit through the left side. Hatcher probably hold. Yeah, there's less than 2 outs. That's what I would have done. Okay, Gibby, 5 for 9. Let's see if he can lift it to the outfield, give us the lead here with the sac fly. Nope. Of course not. Popping it up into foul ground. That will leave it up to Glenn Wilson. Will Wilson come through for us here? Nope. A tapper back to the pitcher. All right. Well, we tie the ball game up at 3. Staying competitive. We're going to let Cappy pitch another inning here. We've got 2 lefties coming up. Wow, Odie Davis batting .300 versus left-handers. A ground ball to first. Brock steps on the bag, 1 down. Here's Melhall. Recently called up, so he does not have a hit yet versus lefties. Maybe they're platooning. Ground ball to short. 2 down. Here is Tommy Dunbar, and Dunbar flies out to right. So great job by Cappy. That's all we're going to ask of him today. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Kevin Bass leading off. And a base hit into right field. That is 12 hits. And 2 walks. I can't believe they're keeping them in there. We're going to send Bass, 71% chance of stealing second. Fastball down the middle. Bass makes it. That is his 3rd stolen base. Wow, he's bad this year. 3 for 7 in stolen bases. But that will keep us out of the double play for Parrish. Parrish flips it to right. That will get Bass to 3rd. Yeah, there we go. Nicely done. And they're pulling the infield in. That is, well, this Rangers defense is really putting some thought into it. I guess we'll ask for a sac fly. Try to get it to the outfield. Doesn't have to be too deep. Ground ball to second. That's so stupid. But I love it when it's in our favor. So, we should have at least 6 runs right now with the way that Haas is pitching. We're not going to send Baker. We're going to let Trammell take a cut here. He doesn't have a lot of success versus Moose. 3 for 19. And a ground ball to 3rd. That's crap. We're going to the 6th. Taking out Cappy. We'll bring in Roy Thomas. Thomas still has solid numbers. 1 and 2 on the year with a 2.14 ERA, 28 Ks in 42 innings pitched. Opponents are betting 227 against him. He gets lefties and righties out pretty well. If you look at his log, though, he gave up 3 hits in his last appearance. He gave up 2 hits in a run in less than an inning. So he hasn't been great despite the numbers. But okay, here we go. Thomas facing Otto the Swatto, and he walks him. We're going to guard the lines with Mahlberg up. Ground ball will be an easy double play. Ground ball to short. There we go. That's exactly. All right, here's the run then. They're obviously going to score a run here. We'll pull the outfield in, even though Tucker Ashford's already gone deep on us, but try to play the odds. Yep, line drive to right. Caught. Velez will have to hold. 2 down. Here's bump. What do we do here? 235 versus righties. We'll take our chances. Pull the outfield in. Doesn't matter though. Velez will be running here. And yep, that was always going to happen. There was nothing we were going to be able to do to stop that. 4-3. And then Bogener lines out to left. So Thomas gives up the run. The leadoff walk. That always comes back to bite you. Here's Greg Brock. He's got a home run. Let's look at the in-game stats. Wow. Brett's 3 for 3. I mean, look at how we are hitting today, and we are losing this ball game. And Moose Haas right around the century mark. And a base hit for Brock. That's 13 hits and an error by Dunbar. Lets Brock go to second base. I mean, we're going to let Hatcher try to hit it to the right side. I mean, it doesn't really matter, but... Oh, a base hit up the middle. That should tie it. Well, no, obviously not, but he should have been scoring on it. That's going to do it. 14 hits and 2 walks. Finally taking him out to bring in Bob Mcclure. Yeah, let's take a look at him. So, yeah, he hasn't pitched that much this year. This is his 4th appearance. He's got an 18 ERA. What's his deal? Well, lefties are hitting him. Well, it's 1 for 3. Oh, 3 batters faced. He's walked 1 and 1's given up a hit. So, yeah, not great numbers. 31-year-old lefty goes to free agency next year. Okay, well, we're going to hit and run. Stay out of the double play, although a double play would still tie the ball game. Ground ball to second, that'll score Brock. Stay out of the double play as well. So the game is tied at 4. Good job by Brett. Another lefty. Here's Gibby. Gibby doesn't hit lefties well, but big picture wise, but it seems like he's doing better this year. Oh, he takes ball 4. Nicely done by Gibson. First and second, 1 down. Here's Glenn Wilson. Wilson 1 for 3 with an RBI. Oh, Big Willie. A 3-run Jimmy Jack to left center field. And the Tigers take the lead 7-4. What an RBI machine. His 74th RBI of the season. We traded, I'm sure you probably know this already. I'm sure I've mentioned it. But we traded Glenn Wilson to the Phillies. That's how we got Guillermo Hernandez and Dave Bergman. And Wilson went and had a 100 RBI season for them. So he's capable of putting up some numbers, but that was a one-time thing, really, in his career. Comes through big there as Bass pops it up. He was 2 for 2 today until then. Big wheel, Lance Parrish. He's 1 for 3. And a ground ball to short. So the Tigers jump in front 7-4. We're going to leave Roy Thomas in there. See if he can't straighten his crap out here. Striking out. Bob Brower. I think that's only the 3rd team strikeout today. Okay, now he's got it going as he strikes out Odie Davis. We're going to take out Roy Thomas and bring in Paul Gibson. Gibby had a terrible game yesterday. The Creeper gave up a run, 1 hit, and his ERA is 3.54 in his last 20 games, but it feels like he's given up a lot more than that. We just need him to get this out here, close out the 7th inning. Ground ball to third, Brett up with it, and he throws him out. We go to the bottom of the 7th. New pitcher for the Rangers. It's Jerry Don. Jerry Don Gleaton, 22-year-old left-hander, making his 3rd appearance. He has also gotten raked over the coals. Not great numbers. He's only got 1 pitch, his fastball, topping out at 89 miles an hour, rated at 84. Doesn't go to arbitration until 1986. Doug Baker's going to turn around, bat right-handed. Baker batting only 179, and a base hit up the middle. There we go. 16 Tigers hits as the leadoff man is on. Trammell, the only Tiger without a hit today. We're going to let him take a cut instead of hitting and running here. Let's see what he has for Jerry Don. There's his hit. Tigers are just moving the base runners. And Greg Brock is up. Now, Brock, I decided in my head, and I don't know if I said it out loud, but we sent Garbe down. So Brock is going to start the rest of the way even against lefties. No more platoon as he strikes out looking. It's going to be a struggle for him, but we want him to be our everyday first baseman. So we need to let him do that. Here's Sticky Mickey. First and third, one down. Wow. He walks Hatcher, who's got a career high in walks this year. That is his 12th walk on the season. And that gets his on-base percentage over 300. That is too funny. Maybe a strategic move, though, as George Brett, a lefty, comes up, batting .216 versus left-handers. Oh, that was a good call. And Gibby, with the bases loaded, 2 down, also a lefty. Oh, he walks him. What a choke art. Oh, look at this. Look at this, James K. Now they're bringing in a righty. That is strategic pitching. It only happened in the first game of the season and in the last game. Jim Kern, longtime closer in the majors. Looks like he couldn't get a job. He couldn't get a gerb. Some pretty strong numbers here. 5-pitch pitcher. Cleaned up his act. Yeah, he used to have a really big beard, but trimmed up there in the White Sox baseball card. Okay, Glenn Wilson, 2 for 4 today with a big home run and a line drive. Oh, that would have cleared the bases. But the third baseman, Ashford, makes the catch on the line drive. And we are going to the 8th inning. We're going to let the creeper pitch to Dunbar, a 159 hitter versus lefties, and an infield single. Creeper can't do anything right. So that'll bring in Dave Smith. Dave Smith, talk about pitchers who've not had a good season for us. The ERA in the last 20 games is under 4, but I feel like he's always giving up runs. Let's see how he does here with a runner on first. He's got good, I mean, they're down 4. You can't be running, maybe hitting and running. A ground ball to short. Okay. An error by Trammell. And a walk. Comebacker to Dave Smith. They get the run at home. Bump Wills. Batting .238 versus righties. Striking them out. And now we're at the lefties. Bringing in Dave Rucker. Looking at splits. Yeah, lefties hit him a little bit better than righties do, but, you know, we're playing the odds. That's what we do. That's how baseball works for the most part. Bogener batting .176 versus lefties with the bases loaded. 1/3 of the battle, tied up. Base hit to right. 8-2-6 now. Line drive to right. Well, we had to give them those runs. I mean, there's nothing we were going to do about that. It will be a save opportunity for Weaver. There's a base hit in the left field. 18 Tigers hits today. Parrish up next. He walks. First and second. Nobody out. Sacrifice bunt time. Tried this before, and Baker got a base hit. Let's see how he does here. Right back to the pitcher, and everybody moves up. So, no double play. That'll be nice. Runners on second and third with one out. We need to get at least a couple runs back. Let's get some insurance runs here. Here's Trammell. Oh, come back into the pitcher. Come on, man. Oh, they score anyway. We'll take it, believe me. Let's give Trammell an RBI. 9 runs, 18 hits for the Tigers, and I feel like we don't have a chance. And a ground ball to third. All right, we're going to bring in our closer. Roger, I mean, we do have these lefties coming up. He's our closer. He may not be the best closer in baseball, but that's what we have him for. This is his 48th appearance, 3-4 with a 4.30 ERA. That's a career high. 29 Ks in 46 innings pitched. He does have more strikeouts than walks. That feels good. 20 saves, 3 TBs. Fastball tops out at 88 miles an hour. Ground ball percentage is 45.1. His sinker is his out pitch. That's why he gets so many great ground balls. He's still rated an 85. The 28-year-old righty goes to arbitration at the end of the year. He's going to have to go against Odie Davis here. Got a 3-run lead. It's Davis, Hall, and Dunbar. And a line drive to center. Come on. Bass makes the catch. 1 out. Mel Hall up next. 2-1 count. And a base hit. Runner on first. Tom Dunbar up. 215 hitter versus righties. And a strikeout. That's amazing. Runner on first with 2 down. Otto the Swatto at the plate. 1 for 3 with a home run today. A ground ball to Brett. And the Tigers win their 5th in a row. 9 runs and 18 hits. Tigers win 9-6. Handshakes, butt slaps, slap-a-steaks. Jack Morris says 3 days, but he won't even miss a start. He's been horrible. Maybe he's been playing with an injury. Let's take a look at the standings. We're not gaining any ground, despite winning 5 in a row. We gained a game against Boston, I guess. Everybody lost in the West. That matters. Let's take a look at the NL. 2-game lead for the Mets. And Cincinnati's jumped into second place. If they win that division, and they very well could, that will be a last to first within the same season. All those injuries, it's kind of amazing. Okay, let's take a look at headline news, Brainiac Baseball Daily Beat. Tim Hewlett of the White Sox gets 5 hits. He had 2 doubles, a triple. So that means he had 2 singles then if he didn't get a home run. So almost hit for the cycle. Sap Randall was the cleanup hitter today. And Rod Allen went 2 for 5. Next up, Toronto's Witt gets 4 hits. Interesting. That's not even at home. Let's take a look here. He went 4 for 4 with a stolen base. He had a shoe and a shot. Nicely done. Lloyd Mosby hasn't had a home run. Remember what a tear he was on? He had 3 home runs in a ball game against us. We had to intentionally walk him every time. He's had 1 home run since that 3 home run game, and that was like 2.5 months ago. Dave Stieb had a good game. That's nice. Yankees shellac Mariners. We don't say shellac. I mean, is there any other time you would use the word shellac other than describing a baseball beatdown? 10-0. Slagle dominated. Dave Stapleton was shut down. Dave Henderson, probably the MVP right now, leading in home runs, I believe. Couldn't get on base. And Bob Pate, the bane of our existence last year in the playoffs, couldn't get on base. And here we go. Glenn Wilson knocks in 4. He's probably our player of the game. He's got over 100 hits now, leading the team in RBI. Greg Brock went deep. He went 3 for 6. George Brett, 7 for 12 in his last 3 games. And Kevin Bass had 3 hits, breaking out of his recent slump. Let's take a look at transactions. Kenny Singleton, maybe the worst hitter in the game in the sense of his ratings and playing every day, is going to be injured for not even a week. And Jamomo, who's just absolutely pathetic right now. Although, is it any surprise that his numbers are kind of right in tune with what he did last year? Let's pull up the box score and get out of here. Thanks for watching, guys. Like and or subscribe to the channel. Football games are on the horizon. I'm still screwing around with Twitch. It would be great to think that'd be so much fun. But just not meant to be, I think, until I get a new laptop. Yeah, player of the game. There's a lot of eligible candidates here, but I think we're going to give it to Glenn Wilson. What a great surprise he's been. His 17th home run. Brock Monster got his 17th. Hatcher's kind of on a tear lately with extra base hits. The bullpen comes in and does their gerb. Roy Thomas gets his second win despite giving up a run. Gibby, the Creeper, and Dave Smith also gave up runs, but those were unearned thanks to Alan Trammell and another error by him. Roger Weaver gets his 21st save of the season. Great job by the Tigers today. A lot of hits. Getting that team average up. We're going to come back tomorrow with Game 3 of the 3-game series. Until then, everyone, have a great night.